What would happen if you took Pikachu, Marth, Pyra, and Mythra, the state of Oregon, and Vegeta, and threw them all into a blender? Well, I'm here to tell you that you'd get what I consider to be the most interestingly designed character in all of the platform fighter genre. That includes Smash, Rivals of Aether, and all of the other ones. But surprise, this character comes from one of those other ones. It's the Angry Beavers, Daggett and Norbert from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Alright, let's back it up. What in the world do I mean by Pikachu, Marth, Pyra, and Mythra, and especially, what the f*** do I mean by Vegeta?
Well, let me break it down.
Daggett and Norbert make up the Angry Beaver duo. Daggett's moveset is loosely inspired by Pikachu, and Norbert's moveset is kinda similar to Daggett's, but he also has a Marth-inspired forward air, down air, and up special. Like Pyra and Mythra, or even Sheik and Zelda in Brawl and Melee, the Beavers can also swap out to the other member of their duo with their down special. However, even better than this simple fact is that they can actually fulfill the dreams that we've probably all had when it comes to characters with swap mechanics. The dream of actually being able to swap and utilize the other character mid-combo. Yes, unlike Pyra and Mythra, or Sheik and Zelda, the Angry Beavers actually can swap fast enough to follow up on each other's hits. And part of that is because their light normal attacks also can be interrupted by swapping, which allows you to pull off some crazy looking combo extensions. So that pretty much explains Pikachu, Marth, and Pyra and Mythra, but what about Vegeta? Well, let's look at another part of what I think makes the Angry Beavers the coolest and most uniquely designed character in the entire platform genre. Their assists. Yeah, these guys have assists, like in Dragon Ball FighterZ, Marvel vs. Capcom, and other anime-style fighting games. Is that not crazy? These assists are tied to their side and neutral specials. Norbert's neutral special is Hidden Logs, which summons 3 log missiles out of the sky to bonk opponents on the head, directly inspired by Dr. Doom's Hidden Missiles move in Marvel vs. Capcom, although definitely toned down. His side special is Chainsaw Chomp, which can absorb weak attacks before carrying opponents off to the side for Norbert to follow up on. Daggett's neutral special is a beam assist, like from Dragon Ball FighterZ, although I'd say specifically it's most like Tien's Dodon Ray since it only hits once and pops opponents up for combos. His side special calls Norbert to fire a barrage of mashed potatoes, and it's pretty much just like Vegeta's A assist in that regard, which is partially why I said Vegeta, but mostly because of the general crossover of mechanics from anime fighters. But here's the wacky part. These assists can be called during their attacks, and you can swap to the assist while playing as the other beaver, which means you can do things like this.
The idea behind it, I can see it.
Yeah, I feel like Donatello is a little better at juggling on a stage like this than Angry Beavers.
Yeah.
I should say.
Ooh, big
not
hair.
by too much because of the way that Daggett moves and the way his combos work, but the height of the platform, the way the stick. Oh, and throw
my God, he's crazy!
And did you see him throw the sign up?
Here, I'm jabbing on Donatello's shield. Any other character would probably have few options, if any other than just finish the jab combo and then get punished. Since I'm Beavers though, I call in an assist, which actually just barely happened to also push Donnie back far enough to slide off the platform. My opponent, probably expecting me to drop down instantly, goes for a get-up attack. What I do instead is choose to swap to Norbert to get out of my jab animation, which then gives me the opportunity to punish the whiffed get-up attack.
Now that you know at least a little bit about what the hell is going on with this character, let's take a look at another clip. While I do a short hop nair as Norbert,
I'm also calling out a side B assist. Aang gets knocked into my assist off of the nair, and I also trigger a swap as Aang gets carried off stage so that I can finish him with an up special. Bonus points for being able to survive here because in Nazby 2, there's a slime meter that lets you cancel moves for 1 bar. So after the up special finisher, I'm able to cancel and then use Daggett's aerial forward strong to dash closer to the stage. Because yes, there's also air strongs in this game. And this one I feel like almost kind of feels like a Dragon Ball FighterZ super dash, at least in the sense that it helps you extend a combo off of things like an opening from an assist, and he dashes through the air, I guess. This particular move can also be used to carry momentum onto the ground if you fast fall at the right time, which unlocks another layer of what makes Beaver so fun. Daggett and Norbert have almost the same movement stats, but Daggett is definitely the more mobile / rushdown / aggressive style character because he kind of has to be with lower range, and also of course because of that charge forward air, or F-chair for short. Both of them have their own strong and unique combo games and game plans, but I've always been a believer that it's best if you know how to play both Beavers. Norbert's generally better at finishing opponents off than Daggett is, and his combo game is also a bit easier, but I think Daggett can put up good damage on his own. So yeah, these characters have a lot going for them, but how do they stay balanced? It's pretty easy to say that your favorite character is the one with the craziest and potentially most broken tools, and I will admit, I enjoy Beavers because their tools are so crazy. and I think they come together in a super unique and very fun way. However, you can't just throw out assists all willy-nilly, because I did mention something about one of Norbert's assists earlier. His side special is Chainsaw Chomp, which can absorb weak attacks before carrying opponents off to the side for Norbert to follow up on. So what if it's not a weak attack? What about the other assists? Well, if your assist gets hit, that beaver goes bye-bye for a while, and you're not going to be able to swap out or call another assist until they come back. This takes away a big part of their movement mix-ups, set play, neutral. Basically, all around, it's a bad time when your assist gets hit. Still, these characters function perfectly fine on their own. They just have to play a bit more cautiously until the assist is active again, and suffer the consequences of using their brother as a bullet shield. I think this is a pretty good way to prevent the beavers from just being able to play their own silly game for an entire match, and it doesn't feel like that bad of a punishment since the character isn't totally gimped once the other half goes down. So that's why I think the Angry Beavers are the best designed character in platform fighters. I hope more platform fighters in the future will be more willing to experiment with unique ideas, or honestly pretty outlandish ideas like putting assists on a character like this. But the idea of a duo character in platform fighters is at least as old as Ice Climbers from Melee. The Beavers are probably, however, the only duo character that to me really feels like a true duo as you're playing them. Oh, and as for why I mentioned Oregon at the beginning, it's just because they're beavers, which honestly, since I'm from Oregon, means there's probably an inherent bias here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my content, drop a like, and do all that stuff that your favorite YouTubers ask you to do. See you in the next video.